This video is sponsored by Skillshare. You remember him? This is him now. You feel old yet? You remember him? This is him now. Do you feel old yet? Do you remember him? This is him now. How f***ed up are you right now? I get goosebumps every time.
Follow me.
But as you can tell, every trend from the past 10 years eventually runs its course. But how did we even get here? Why does this happen every time? I don't want this to happen to my wardrobe. Well, I created this cool timeline that fits with every trend that's ever happened ever, and is probably gonna be the fate of every trend that's ever gonna happen ever. Well, fasten your seatbelts, kiddos, because you're along for the ride to see how and why all of your favorite trends die.
This is my McDonald's order. Follow me.
Also, I'm gonna give you tips on how to avoid your style and wardrobe getting washed up, because that seems to be the real problem here. And you know, I feel like I know a thing or two. This ain't my first rodeo.
Follow me.
Step 1. Cool subgenre. So every hot mainstream trend has to start somewhere. And usually the genesis is some cool subgenre, low-key, super niche style cue that has a butterfly effect
Follow me.
on the industry. Like how vintage and thrifting was a sport of its own, or how punk and grunge were part of their own respective music cultures, or how I started wearing McDonald's before Cactus Jack sent any of y'all. I hate that. I hate that so much. Everything has its own unique origin, most of the time not even related to fashion at all, and 100% of the time, no one wants it to be this mainstream trend thing. So then you gotta ask, how the hell does everything gain traction in the mainstream anyways? Well, then this happens in the next step, which is celebrity or influencer notoriety. Okay, so this is where the real problem starts. When something's cool, you're gonna wanna wear it. That's just kind of how life works. And with these fashion subgenres, eventually an influencer or celebrity is gonna pick up on it. And seeing how these people are more influential than politicians, people are gonna be down. People just wanna dress like their idols, that's just how it is. Like when Tyler wore Supreme, and then everyone wanted this hat, or when Kanye started wearing bombers, and then it became really hard to walk in cramped areas because everyone was just wide, or when Kanye wore Antisocial Social Club, and then everyone lost my respect. And obviously Kanye probably being one of the most influential style icons of our generation, people are gonna wanna follow suit. Just like everyone in that upper echelon
Follow me.
bracket of like celebrity status is bound to have some sort of influence because of their spotlight time. And even with influencers, you'll see this take effect on a smaller scale, but it's still gentrification nonetheless. Like I like to use the Jordan 1 as an example. It's one of the biggest shoes of all time, it always has been. But when Twitter and Instagram fashion got a hold of it, it became a household item. It was like the iPhone of shoes. Every single cute colorway got posted on Twitter or Instagram with a caption, "Oh my God, need." Oh my God. And now it's probably the most recognizable shoe in this modern wave of fashion. But it's not even just about shoes. I'm talking about whole ass styles becoming a part of this "oh my God, need" culture on Twitter and Instagram, like vintage fashion. Like, this was a thing of its own, but then now you'll see cute old t-shirts popping up on the timeline, just, "oh my God, need." So now with all this hype and demand catalyzed by influencers and celebrities, there has to be a supply, because supply and demand, that's just how it works. And this is where the raw power of capitalism rears its ugly head on anything creative. Pain. Just pain, so much pain, just so much pain, just so much pain. So this is a tipping point in the trend. This is where it grows, it gets so big, it grows past its roots, and now it's in the eyes of the machine. It's gonna get milked by the system. All of your favorite trends just get abused here, you know? And by the time 75% of people pick it up as a hot trend, H&M already has 4 different colorways on this stupid rack. You remember this sound? You know this sound? Yeah. This is the sound of a trend dying. This is the sound of a culture in pain. This is the sound. This biggest example of this, by far, is when the Fear of God zipper pants got put into H&M, or like the lookalikes, and they started selling out. They started selling out in a fast fashion store. That's crazy. That's going to McDonald's and being like, "oh, we got quarter pounders, they're sold out. There's no Travis Scott burger. Travis Scott burger is sold out." It's really easy for these big companies to copy a design and manufacture it for cheaper because they want the bag. And it's never going to be the same quality and authenticity as the real product, so the novelty kind of just dilutes itself. Now no one actually cares. And sadly, like I said earlier, 75% of these people find the hot trends at these fast fashion stores before they even find the real thing. So nobody even knows what the real thing is. Nobody knows. Nobody knows anything. Like how tech wear was just super tight and focused and gatekept, and now it's one of the most used and oversaturated fashion cues in modern street style. Or how vintage streetwear was cool and cute and unique and individualistic, and now it's just kind of getting a quirky graphic t-shirt and then going on the quality gear thing like on a YouTube video and just turning it down. Now it's a lo-fi shirt. It's just a dude. Urban Outfitters graphic tees that are considered vintage are just lo-fi graphic tees, and all of this just gets every trend ever just really overplayed and tiring. It's not even over yet. There's one more hard kick in the kidneys before a trend gets lost in time, and that's the final wave of punishment: gentrification. This is just where things get big sad. You know, capitalism and fast fashion, that's one thing. But when you see your favorite cool underground trend get styled by some suburban Anglo-Saxon no cap fam kid, this is when you know it's really run its course. Like when you see your favorite pair of pants on this homeboy, it's no longer your favorite pair of pants. No longer even pants. It's no longer pants. And I bet some of you guys behind the computer screen are probably like, oh, hell yeah, I hate that, man. I hate that, man, no cap. I'm fucking watching you, man. I'm watching you. But it has to do with the previous stage. Like capitalism kind of just makes things easier to access and cheaper. So you'll find pieces be styled by celebrities with stylists to kids with parents. It's just the whole spectrum. And after that, it's really just up to time to throw it to the bottomless abyss, which is the past. And when you get to this stage, you kind of just come to accept that time has taken its course and it's no longer a hot trend. It's time for something new. It's kind of like the 5 stages of grief, actually. So the first stage, you got denial. You're in denial. You're like, I don't want this to be a cool trend. This is a cool little, this is underground, you know? This is for the homies only. And then part 2, you got anger, which is the next stage of grief. You're mad at all these influencers and celebrities like taking your stuff and making it hot and making everyone hop on it. It's like, no, this is for me. This is for me. I'm mad now. I'm pissed at Kanye West. And then you got the next step, which is bartering. Capitalism. Bartering. It's bartering with the price, just making things cheaper, making things affordable. You're bartering with the people. And then you got the next step, which is depression. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't have to explain why this is depressing. And you got the last step, which is acceptance, where you come to accept that, hey man, it's time to move on. She doesn't love you anymore. She's with the TikTok guy now. It's too late. It's like everything. Like we know that fog isn't the future of streetwear. We know the Boost isn't the next best thing, or we know all the off-white belts are fake. It's like we all have accepted these things about ourselves. It's growth. We're in therapy. So honestly, to not have your trends and wardrobes and style go through this cycle, your best bet is to not copy anyone. It's just to be yourself, which is easier said than done. It's the most cliche thing in the world, but hear me out. Even if you're early to something, don't die on the hill saying, oh my God, I was here first. I was here early, because there's no point in arguing with the kids saying, haha, I don't care, Cactus Jack sent me. I don't care if you've skated your whole life. I don't care if you've gone to punk shows and raged in the pits the whole life. Cactus Jack sent me. Who is this Cactus Jack? Am I just mad that Travis got gentrified wearing McDonald's merch? Hell yeah, I'm mad. What the hell? So that just goes to show you are never safe. Cactus Jack will find you. But how do you come up with stuff that fits your personality? Get a personality. It's pretty simple. Just do cool things with your life. Just go out and experience cool things. Just take part in cool things. But the first part about doing is learning. And the best place to learn cool things is a sponsor of this video, Skillshare.com. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Guys, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Skillshare is the best place to learn basically anything. There's a class for almost anything. I'm super interesting and cool now because of it. I like to say so myself. I've been using it for music, as you know that. But also, lately, since I moved and I have a bigger place, I've been using it for plants. Yes, you heard me right. I've been using it for plants. I am now a plant mom. I don't care, guys. Cactus Jack sent me, okay? I've been watching this course by Chris Satch on taking care of houseplants because I have houseplants, and also it's by The Sill, which is actually ironically where I buy my plants. There's something about keeping things alive. It's just really good for my mental health. I feel really good about myself watering. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a mom. You can really pick up anything. Like I said, they have classes for whatever you type in the search bar for, like cooking. I just moved, I'm broke. I don't want to spend money on Uber Eats, so I've been cooking lately. And I've been watching these courses right here. And it's really easy. So go sign up for Skillshare now. It's like a Swiss Army knife that I keep in my back pocket whenever I have to learn something or be cool really quick. It's just $10 a month on an annual plan. But the first 1,000 of you that click the link will get 2 months free. And apparently, I've been getting emails saying that they go pretty fast, so I gotta talk about it early. So you just go sign up. The first 1,000 of you, 2 months free. 2 months free, guys. That's crazy. So click the link in the description now and tell them that Cactus Jack sent you. Cool, thanks for watching the video. I hope that your favorite trend dies. Go watch the podcast, guys. That will never die, and it's sick. I've been getting a lot of good feedback, people telling me that it's freaking hilarious. So go watch it. The link is in the description. All the socials are at podcast with ASST. New episodes bi-weekly every Monday, every 2 weeks, and go ahead and check it out. It's great. I host it with my friend Sydney. She's amazing. But go follow me on socials at Instagram at ChristianVY and Twitter at JK_Wiling. And New Respect Women drops on the 16th of October, and it's the last capsule. So keep your calendars open, people. This is serious news. Tell them Cactus Jack sent you.